It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You tune into your feel-good breakfast show. This is Espresso only on SABC3. We are talking cycle tour this morning. We can feel the excitement building towards Sunday. We're going to cycle. Thousands of people coming down to Cape Town. It's going to be a fantastic day. But of course, you need to make sure that you carbo load, and that is what we're doing in the kitchen. And there's no better way to carbo load than with basic bread. And that's why we have Caitlin with us, our Espresso chef, and Poppy is going to lend a lovely helping hand. Caitlin, so I know you're not cycling, but I am. I need these carbs. I need these carbs.
And a good loaf of bread is
and a good loaf of bread.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with it. So
Absolutely.
Basic bread. We always make these fancy recipes on the show, but we need to bring it back to the basics.
Yes. So every Friday we're teaching the basics about baking, just to get those people at home if they want to get into the swing of things.
All right, cool. So let's get this going. What do we need?
White bread flour in a bowl. And then we're going to add some sugar.
All right.
Because bread needs lots of love and it needs food. And the food is the sugar.
All right.
Lots of sugar in here. Some salt, flavor. We've got some yeast.
I still can't get over the fact that yeast is a live organism.
It is,
What do you mean?
It's alive.
It's alive.
It's alive. It's really a live organism. You put water on it and it grows.
Okay, like that.
That's weird, eh?
It is a bit bizarre.
And in here we've got some stork bake, which is just going to add a delicious flavor to it.
All right. Of course, you can make your own basic bread to carbo load for the cycle tour at home. SMS the keyword STORK to 33728. As easy as that.
So bread is like a baby, you've got to give it lots of love and you've got to
nurture it.
Exactly. So, lots of TLC.
Yes.
And we're just going to make a dough here, just a soft dough.
Okay.
And then we're going to get some muscle power in because, if you're training for the cycle tour, you can, exercise your arms a bit for a change instead of your legs.
You're really going old school.
I'm telling you.
You can, if you've got a mixer, by all means, chuck this in there.
So, Poppy, what's the deal? Have you ever baked a bread before?
I don't.
You don't know?
All.
You're not a baker?
Not at all. I've made brownies once.
Oh, good. But that's a quick mix ones, eh?
Yeah, like 2-second situations. But my mom makes bread like this all the time when we're home.
All right.
That's really impressive.
So now it's time getting the hands dirty?
Yes.
Your
So I'm going to swap over here. Do you know how to knead, Pops?
I've seen my mom do it. It's as far as my talent goes.
So you're going to use the palm of your hand because it's warm.
Yes.
And you're going to push the dough like this.
Okay.
So you push it away from you. Using your fist is completely pointless.
Really?
Yeah.
But it looks cool.
Yeah, so you're going to knead this until it's nice and smooth. And you're going to do this for about 5 to 8 minutes, eh?
Okay, so you start working those muscles. Of course, if you have just tuned in, we are all about carbo loading in the kitchen today. We are busy baking a basic bread. You can make this yourself at home. SMS the keyword STORK to 33728. We'll send you on the Pick and Pay shopping list. And you need to carbo load. Don't forget to carbo load before the cycle tour. Very important.
So once this is smooth and you push your finger and it's going to spring up and then you're going to know it's ready, you're going to put it in an oil bowl and let it rise, and then it's going to look like this.
All right. You see, the rising part is what I was talking about with the yeast.
Got you. I thought you meant there was like things growing inside the yeast. I was like, no thanks.
So now we're just going to shape it. I mean, you can make rolls at this stage. I'm just going to make a basic loaf.
When do you get to chuck it in the air?
That's if you're making pizza. But you can make pizza from the stone.
Close, Poppy, close.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to form it. We're going to make a loaf like that.
Okay, cool.
And then just brush it with a little bit of milk.
And that's it.
And it needs a bit of poppy, though.
Oh, yes.
Poppy for Poppy.
Into the poppy seeds.
Into the poppy seeds.
There we go. And then that goes on a baking tray or in a loaf tin.
Yeah.
And you're going to let it rise again.
Okay, before you put it in the oven.
Before you put it in the oven.
All right, and then once you put it in the oven, how long?
Then about, depending on the size, if you've made rolls, they're going to cook quicker, but about 15 to 20 minutes at 200 degrees.
Wow.
And you know it's ready when it gets a beautiful golden color, and if you feel it is really light.
Yeah.
And turn it over and knock it. It's got a light sound, then it's ready.
Great stuff, and that is the basics of making a basic bread. Guys, thank you so much. Remember, you can make this yourself. SMS the keyword STORK to 33728. We'll send you on the shopping list. Now, guys, it's all about cycle tour this morning, but us humans, we're not the only creatures who mastered the use of the magnificent bicycle. There's some interesting stuff out there, I tell you. Kat, Graham, what do you have?
Stork. Best for baking.